Feed Final Project Presentation by Jackson Patton.
The Feed does seem to have control over Titus to an extent. For context, this happens right after Violet and Titus get into an argument and break up. There is some pent-up anger inside both of them during this event. Titus is driving Violet home from the hotel they were staying at, and Titus received that advertisement from the Feed. The Feed has control over Titus because when he showed him the ad, he couldn't stop himself from looking for the sale and buying himself something, despite the situation he was in. The quote from How Handful of Tech Companies Control Billions of People Every Day, it describes what the Feed is doing. It almost describes what the Feed is doing, trying to manipulate Titus into getting sucked into the event and buy something. Throughout the course of the story, the Feed has had more of an influence over Violet than control. Because this quote is from when the Feed was malfunctioning at the party with Titus, someone could make the argument that the Feed was responsible for making her say what she did. This could be true, but there are other instances in the book that point to the fact that this is what she sees how people are being marketed to and how the algorithm is taking advantage of their interests. The Feed does seem to have control over what Violet's father does. In this scene, Violet's father is arguing with Titus about how it was his fault that Violet's feed had deteriorated the way that it had. Violet's dad's behavior has been changed by what the Feed has done to his daughter and wants to take his anger out on someone. The fact that Titus would throw his daughter away after the Feed effectively shut her down infuriates him even more, and he feels helpless. This is the plan for my one-pager. This is the final draft of my one-pager. At the top of the one-pager there's a sign that reads, All We Can Eat, Inc. I drew the moon with a pile of trash on top of it because that's how it was described in the Feed, and I drew a glass house because in the Feed your personal life is never really private. I also drew both Titus and Mr. Dern in such a way that makes it clear that the Feed is controlling them. This is my works cited.